Greetings and salutations. Welcome to another episode of 365 Days of Gaming. I appreciate you taking out time to check out this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Greatly appreciate it. Thanks in advance. So today we're talking about I guess you could say current gen game, but a game that I don't hear a lot of people talking about. You know, it came out during a time with a lot of big releases, but I felt like it was always underappreciated, even though it's a new game. We're talking about Dodgeball Academia. Now, this game does hold a special place in my heart because it's one of the few games that I did stream completely through. But besides that, I really think this is a great game. Now, I'm not just saying good, this is a great game. One, it is a dodgeball game, but it's an RPG as well. So if you know me, you know I love some dodgeball games. Some of my favorite games, the games that I've played or tried to introduce people to, have been dodgeball based games, which there will probably be a couple more dodgeball type games coming through the pipeline. But this game in particular is really cool because it does have a versus mode, but it's really a story based game, right? And it's like playing a Saturday morning cartoon, but a game. The game has tons of personality. It almost has that Mario RPG type of feel with the type of characters they've created. They created a whole world for this game. It's not the longest game. I believe it's probably about, I'd say 15 hours max. That's if you do every single thing possible. But then when you get into the battle, which is what really makes this game stand out for me, is it's a solid, it's probably one of the best dodgeball games that I've played. And no, there's not that many, but some of them are really good and some of them not so much. This game has everything that you would want from a dodgeball game, but also from an RPG game. So you have a story that keeps the game moving along at a really good pace. I don't think there's ever a time when I played this game where I felt like it was kind of a, slow moment or, there's been a lot of not anything happening type of thing. You got the side quests, you got optional missions. You have, random battles where you'll walk around and a person will notice you, a la Pokemon, which I thought was a nice little nod. The sounds are definitely inspired by games like Pokemon, like Mario RPG. You can hear the influence of other things in there. The character designs, all the characters look different. You play as a kid named Otto. He wants to be the best dodgeball player ever. And in this world, dodgeball is sort of one of these things that replaces stuff like the military. Everything is based around dodgeball. It's a weird type of thing to kind of wrap your head around at first, but once you kind of dive in and, you suspend disbelief, you are playing a video game, right? Once you do that, the game kind of opens up and it's really fun. It's really different, but it's also familiar enough for where you always feel like, if you lose a battle, which you can always just retry, it's on you. You can counter pretty much anything someone does, including special moves. For the most part, there are some where you just got to dodge, but then you can. So, every battle is on you. You can do as many fights as you want. Like you can do every single battle, which is what I tried to do, or you can just do the story if you want to. And if you want to just do the versus mode, you still need to do the story in order to unlock all the characters, which I highly recommend because there isn't a bad character. You get multiple characters on your team, but you also encounter a lot of people which you may not actually get them on your team, but you can unlock them in versus mode. And I thought that was really cool. The basis of the game, the controls is really simple. You press X to throw the ball, but if you hold it, you can charge it up. If you press back with it, it goes slow. If you press forward, it goes fast. You can either counter in some form or fashion, like Otto has a catch, but then some of the other characters have like reflex or bounces or, dodges and things like that. So there's enough gameplay diversity to keep you into it. There's also some of these trials that you can do where you have to do certain things in a certain amount of time or survive a certain amount of time. And you get items, you can upgrade your characters, you unlock moves as you level up. So there's always that motivation to keep playing. That's one of the things that's always required for me for RPGs. It's like, I don't need you to have the most intuitive or the greatest, revolution in RPG battle systems, but give me something that keeps me entertained while I'm going through the story, making, something that makes me want to do a battle versus avoid battles. Anytime I play an RPG and I feel like I want to avoid the battles, then I feel like I'm probably not going to finish the game. There are certain missions that are, one and done type of things. Go here, grab that, fight this person. But then there are quests that have, branching storylines to it where it takes place over the course of several days. So each day you'll have some sort of main objective And then within that, you'll have different side quests that you can encounter and take up and get items from, or experience or money or whatever you need, because there are different items you can purchase as well. Then, you know, some things require you to come back the next day and do this next part. Some of the things, and usually when there's a quest like that, you already know that the rewards are going to be greater in the end. And, you know, I think that's really cool. There's one quest where you go against this guy and he's talking about, you know, he's the best person there, when it's clearly been established that he's not, but he's saying that he is. And it's like, all right, cool. Well, let's try him out. And you beat him in the first hit, and he's like, all right, see me tomorrow. And you're thinking like, all right, whatever, man, you know, you're just talking, but I'll take that free, you know, experience from you. And you go back the next day and he's about that business. And the quest is actually really cool because you keep fighting him each day. And some days he's on his A game and some days not so much. But that last time you fight him, he is ready. He's about that action, which I didn't get to in the video, but I just wanted to give you an idea of one of the, you know, long quests that they have. Also, you get to roll around when you run in this game. Instead of just running, you turn into a ball and you bounce around. And I do that all the time in this game, you know, just because it feels kind of fun, and I just like doing it a lot. So you'll see me rolling throughout this video. Like I said, the game isn't that long. I believe you can get it for about, I think normally it's $14.99. But also, if you got Game Pass, then it was a day one free release. Well, you know, you pay for Game Pass, but you know what I mean when I say it's day one free. So I also recommend people, if you got Game Pass, it's right there. Just do it, okay? Play it, enjoy it. You're gonna have fun, I promise you. The only thing is that once it's over, they clearly left some room for another game or DLC. I hope that we get a sequel or at least some DLC for this game, because it's just that fun. And, you know, when you realize it's gonna be over, you're like, ah, man, you know, it's saying goodbye to a good friend type of thing. But, you know, hopefully it got the response that it should have, and that they got the support that they needed, and we get another one. But you never know how these things work out. So if you haven't tried it, again, you can definitely find it console, PC, Xbox, PlayStation, Switch. I played the Series X version just because I was playing it on the Series X and it was just easier. I need a controller, so I'm not going to be out here trying to do no mouse and keyboard for no game that requires the level of reaction that this game starts to have towards the end of it, right? But I also, you know, if that's what you do, then do your thing. Anyway, if you played this game, let me know what you think. Who's your favorite character? You know, hopefully no spoilers, but you know, if you got to, you got to do what you got to do. But if you haven't played it, please go out and do so. I recommend it highly. Thank you for watching the video. Y'all have fun. Y'all be safe. Peace.